I created this video to share my recent experience with the Google Nest Thermostat. I decided to upgrade our thermostat back in June 2021. After a year of ownership, we started having Wi-Fi connection issues with the Nest thermostat saying battery power is very low. As a result, we are not able to control the thermostat using our smartphone or smart devices for that matter. Like most homeowners, I checked the internet for possible answers. One suggested solution that came up was to charge the unit's battery by plugging it into the wall outlet using a micro USB cable. This initially worked out, but it requires the unit to be charged this way every other day or so. So this solution didn't work for me. Another solution was to power the unit through an external plug that is connected to the base of the Nest. Still, this wouldn't work because it'll require me to hide the wire behind the walls. Eventually, I found the best solution. It turns out Google's instructions required only one wire, the red, which is labeled RH or RC, to power the Nest thermostat. This caused the thermostat to get power only when the furnace is running. If the furnace is not running, no power is sent to the thermostat, and therefore the battery is not getting charged. Eventually, I found out that, contrary to Google's install recommendation for the Nest thermostat, the common wire, C wire, when available, must also be connected from the furnace to the thermostat in order to get continuous power to charge the thermostat's internal battery. Fortunately, our thermostat is connected to the furnace using a cluster of 6 wires, and only 4 are being used. Green for the fan, yellow for cooling, white for heating, and the red wire for RC or RH that I mentioned earlier, which provides the power. In this portion of the video, we'll be accessing the furnace, and we want to make sure we are safe by turning off power. We're only going to be turning on the power when we're done, or when we are testing any of the wire connections we make. We are looking at the circuit board for the downstairs furnace. We want to know if we're going to be getting 28 volts if we connect the R, this one here, and the common, which is second from the left. That's 24 volts. But if we only have this one here, we're only getting less than 4. That's the reason why a thermostat is losing power if it's connected right here. It's because there's no common. So we're going to fix that right now. And the way it will be fixed is very, very simple. We just wanted to connect here a wire that is also connected to the thermostat, so that the thermostat gets a common wire. We know that the power is off because the LED is no longer lighting, and now we can touch pretty much everything in here, but I'm not really interested in that. I just wanted to pull this thing out, the brown one right here, so we can hook that up here. So now we have this wire ready to connect to the screw. So we know from the bottom it says it's C or common. So G, C, W, Y, and R. A little bit, maybe. Okay, I think I got the connection right there. Okay, got in a little bit. Tighten. That's tight now. Can we pull the brown? No. Can we pull the red? No. So we cannot pull either. So now we know that in the wire that goes into the thermostat, we have a common, we have an R. And when we test both wires, we should get the required 24 volt or more. I think what we should do first is turn on this so that we have the power to the furnace. Now we are connected. So this and this should give us 24 or more, 27. So that's what we want. So let me try this again. because I need the reading, I need the number. So this and this is 27.40, 0.32, 27.36 or something. Okay, we're back at the thermostat. This is the other end of the wires that we connected to the furnace earlier. Actually, the red is already connected. So all we want to make sure is that the brown and C wires are getting the same readings as we had earlier at the furnace. So the target here is about 27. Anything above 24 is okay. So in this case, we're getting 27, 27.46, 27.36. That should be okay. And that's what we're getting right here. So what we're going to do is, since we currently have these two wires that I previously connected from the adapter because I didn't know what I was doing, we're going to disconnect that. We don't need those anymore because we are now drawing the 24 volts that we need from the furnace. And so what we're going to be doing is connecting the wires to the common and then the red. And after this, we're supposed to be getting our desired voltage into the thermostat so that we can avoid the battery issues that we were getting before this. It doesn't really matter if we connect to the RH or RC. I decided to connect to the R on the right hand, which is I think the H. So now you have the C and RH right here. So we are now ready to put back the face of the thermostat, which is the thermostat itself, by the way. And you get the display here. What we want to do is to make sure that we have the proper connection and proper voltage. So we go to the settings and then technical info, and that's towards to the right, third or second from the last, and then the power. And then in the power area, on the power menu, you get the 200 milliamperes. It used to be 40 milliamps or even less, 20 milliamps, and that's not good. The battery is also good. VOC, VIN are also good. So with this upgrade, we're not going to be having that battery no power issue that we were having before. And I hope this is the resolution you're also looking for on your thermostat. And that's about it for this video. I hope I'm able to share some good information for you that will help you with your thermostat problems.